mental health experts are warning parents that spending little time with your children will have serious implications for their mental health. Dr. Kojo Mafobing, the psychiatrist at the Ankafo Hospital, says in a bid to satisfy the pressures from work, parents wake up early and send their wards to school far from home, and he says this is taking a toll on the children.
Well, our current social structure is very, very unhealthy for children. The general family structure is not healthy. People are living very long distances from where they work, and their children are going to school far away from where they live. This means that the amount of time spent at home as a family is very, very, very short. They leave the house, typically they wake up at 4 or 4:30, somewhere thereabouts, and they rush through getting ready to go to school. And at this point in time, most people are agitated because they are worried about getting late for work, or they are worried about their children getting late for school. Their children then get to school often an hour, 2 hours before school is due to start, and they loiter around doing God knows what. Now, if such a child is at risk of having an addiction, or there's a risk of taking up some of these substances, they are giving the person an hour or two where they're doing absolutely nothing in the morning, where these people can be preyed upon. They then go to school for very long hours, and then the parents pay for extra classes, not because the child needs extra classes, but because the parents need the child to be somewhere before they close from work. Because if they leave work early, they might lose their job. They leave work, they go and pick the child up. The child has again another hour or two after school because the parents closes his work at the same time the extra classes finish. So there's another hour or two where the child is left essentially unattended before the parent picks them up, drives them home, and then they eat and go to sleep. That kind of interaction that some of us got with our parents is now missing in a lot of Ghanaian families, particularly urban families. You are not getting time to know your parents. Your parents are not getting time to know their children. Often when we have people come to the hospital with addiction problems and we mention some of the things that have been going on, how long the person has been using the substance for, the parents are often surprised because you don't have time to know your children. You would say, oh, wait, but they have the weekend. The weekend, you are tired from that long week. Your day starts at 4 and ends at 9 or 10. The weekend is when you sleep. And then Sunday, they're going to church. So even the weekend crowd, they don't get time to know their children and even know each other.
Now, we have been speaking to a mother at Kotobabi. She changed her children's school when she noticed they were picking up bad habits.
For the topic, yes, I have. And it's one of the reasons I put my kids here, school near my shop. We'll come out in the morning together. After school, they come back. I supervise their assignment to go home together. Because where they are before, I take them to school early in the morning. I come to church, to my shop. Because their school is North Kaneshi, and I'm here in Kotobabi. So around evening time, I'll be rushing to go and pick them. So I noticed some changes. Their academics, the way they play, the words they're speaking, I know what is going on. Where are they learning such things? And some of them, sometimes when they talk, they'll say fucking. So I was like, where is such words coming out? I don't use such words in the house. So I was like, where are you guys learning all these vulgar languages? So they will say my kids, sometimes the teachers use them fucking boy, such things. So I've witnessed such. And our advise parents, I know it's not easy. Because working hard, you are working hard for the kids to provide money for the school fees. And when you get nannies to take care of them, it's something else. So I think it's only God. I don't know. Because normally, God, please direct my paths. Because raising them up in this community now, how the society is very, very difficult. Even the things you don't teach them, they go outside and learn from other students. So
how many contact hours do you have with your kids on the average in a day?
How many contacts?
How many hours?
Hours in a day. Like they close school around 4. We are here together. We stay till evening time till we get home. Then Saturdays, I always close on time. At least 3 o'clock to go and be with them. So.
You give us your name?
Please, my name is Ken Lechuku.
Ken?
Yes, Ken.
Do you enjoy the number of hours you spend with your mom?
Yes, please.
How many hours do you spend with her in a day?
We spend when we come back from school at 4 o'clock, we go home, we go to the store, we show our mother our notes. and our assignments. So I just want to say we spend plenty time with her.
She said you were in North Tennessee.
Yes, please. Yes.
What were some of the bad things you were picking up at school?
Like such insults like fucking, you are stupid and idiots and the rest.
Today's World Mental Health Day, the theme is young people and mental health in a changing world. Maxwell Agbagba has been speaking to some parents in Accra.
5 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
Tell me, what is it like getting them, to be ready? I know even for adults, sometimes it's difficult. 5 a.m. waking up, getting up from bed is sometimes very, very difficult.
Yeah.
What is it like when you tell them to wake up and get ready?
Very disturbing. Kids early in the morning like that is very disturbing. But then what can you do? You have to wake them up and then see them to take their bath and then take them to school. You have to beat the traffic too, so that they can get to school early. So it's very difficult, but then that's their future. So there's nothing you can do about it. Sometimes they have to cry, they have to find their faces, but then
they still have to do it.
They have to go.
Wow. So tell me, for you, is it because you want to get to work early? Is it because you want to beat the early morning traffic, or perhaps class starts very early, so they have to be ready, in class? Because we went around some schools right now before getting here, and already lessons have started.
Yeah. For me, I hate it when kids are being late to school. Okay, so I would love my child to get to school early. Attend assembly before they go to the classroom. They have to involve themselves in whatever they do early in the morning at the compound before they go to the classroom. Yeah, so for me, that is my opinion. I would love every child to go to school early. So for them getting up early in the morning is very disturbing, but they have to go. Yeah.
So did you try to make up for the time that you lost with them, maybe on weekends? Because we know even on Saturdays, some children go for Saturday classes. Yeah. So how are you able to make up for the time that you lost with them?
What I do is on weekdays, they don't watch TV.
Okay.
Only on weekends, from Friday to Saturday, you can watch your TV. Okay. Because you should sleep early and get enough rest for the next morning, because you have to leave the house early. So then Friday evening you can watch your television, and then Saturday you do some classes. They have a study teacher who will be coming to the house to teach them. Yeah.
So finally, let me find out from you, if you had opportunity to change the timing for schools, especially for these children we are talking about, what time would you want school to start? What time would you want it to close? Like, would you want to change anything about the current system or the status quo?
No, the school should start 7 o'clock. Yeah, it's for their own benefits.
It's for their own benefit.
Yeah.
Regardless of what doctors are saying, that this can have implications on their mental states.
Why you have to squeeze them. You should stop them from watching the television on weekdays.
Okay.
For them to have enough sleep. Okay, at least by 6 o'clock, if a child has finished his or her homework, he or she can go to sleep and have enough rest, and then get up early in the morning and go to school.